Our top story tonight at 5:30, another act of violence has claimed a life in the Queen City. Yesterday afternoon, a 25-year-old man was shot and killed on Lisbon Avenue in the University Heights district. Now, this latest shooting adds to what's already been a deadly month in the city. Just last week, a 17-month-old toddler and his grandmother were gunned down. Then on Monday, a man was shot and killed on the 190 during rush hour. News 4's Chris HORVATITS tells us how Buffalo peacekeepers are responding. Chris?
Jackie, even though a strong majority of shooting deaths may be targeted acts, peacemakers note more and more of these are happening out in public, some in broad daylight. They say that's a new element of gun violence and a potentially concerning one if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They do it in broad daylight. They do it wherever they have opportunity to get at their target without thinking or consideration strategy or anything like that.
Pastor James Giles is the president and CEO of Back to Basics Outreach and Ministries, the umbrella group for Buffalo peacemakers. He spent a lot of his life talking with people on Buffalo's streets.
They've told me, listen, man, I got a beef with my man, with my opponent, right? I ride by, man, he in the park with his kids, man, I give him a pass. They've said that. And but now, that's been a few years ago. And I'm talking about just like 3 or 4 years ago.
But Giles says things have changed in those 3 or 4 years. Perhaps there's no more perfect illustration than 2 shocking crimes already committed in Buffalo this month. Last week, 17-month-old Kyrie Johnson and his grandmother Yvette Johnson were shot and killed on Grape Street. And on Monday, troopers say 25-year-old Angel Marcial was shot and killed while driving on the 190. The bullets, they say, were shot from another car. Captain David Denz works with state police who are investigating the 190 shooting. He disputes that things are any different now than how they used to be.
I think things like this have been going on for a long time, way too long. But it's certainly unusual for us to have something like this happen in the middle of the day, in the middle of a busy highway.
You're having these very sad funerals and funeral after funeral, man. We're hurting people. And they're carrying that hurt around, right? And so that affects the quality of life.
Pastor Giles said even in the midst of crimes like these, it's important to highlight the fact that there are still positives in and around Buffalo. As of last check, still no arrests in either the Grape Street shooting or the 190 shooting. Chris HORVATITS, News 4.